everyone, welcome back to Leeton, the road to self-sufficiency. And if you've not watched this channel before, then the channel's all about our journey to try and turn quite a large back garden into an area where we can grow enough vegetables, get some chickens, have some eggs, maybe some honey at some point, and become more self-sufficient. And if you have watched the channel before, thank you for coming back, much appreciated. So today I really need to pot on some vegetables I'm growing for the winter, because I just haven't got the space at the moment to put them all out in the garden until some of the summer stuff is finished. So what I really need to get potted on is this kale and these cauliflowers. These are spring onions. They'll go straight in the garden as a block, as a module. So I'm going to pot these on into probably 5-inch pots, just with some general purpose compost, and then they'll stay in here for a while until I've got some space in the garden. And I've potted on the sprouts and the broccoli, I think it was last week, and they're coming on leaps and bounds. So I just need to do the same with the kale and the cauliflower. So all I'm going to do, very simple, get a pot, put some compost in there, and then being very careful, there's a slug. In my pots. Get out. So you just got to be very careful when you're trying to get these out. I find when I'm trying to get plants out of module trays, it's far easier if you let them dry. Do it when they're dry. If you try to do it when they're wet, the compost just disintegrates around the roots. So that's a cauliflower. We've got some half decent roots growing in there. Now with all the brassica family, they do like to be planted, well not like, but you can plant them a little bit deeper than they were before. So you can put compost up the stem to give them a bit more support, because they do tend to flap about in the wind otherwise. So it'll be something like that, a little bit more perhaps. And there we go. And that'll give the plant room to expand its root network, grow bigger. There's some more food in there now because there's some more compost, and that'll keep them going for a month, 2 months, while I'm getting some space available in the beds in the garden. So I'm going to crack on and do the rest of these, and I'll see you when I've done that. Okay then, so that's the kale and cauliflower potted on, and looking very healthy, very nice. It's just really to hold them back while some space becomes available. Now I've just been checking the parsnips, and I always start them in these dissolving cardboard pots, and I'm just noticing now that the tap roots are just starting, can you see there, are just starting to grow out the bottom of these pots. So I need to get these in the ground rapid before these taproots start to curl up, and then you end up with deformed parsnips. So they need to go in the ground. And also the onions that I've multi-sown in these module trays are also starting to grow out the bottom of the trays. So I think what I'm going to have to do with these is find lots of tiny little spaces between the other plants I've got growing that will be coming out fairly soon, and get these in and let them start growing in the garden while the others are finishing off. So that's what we'll do next. Okay, so just before I carry on, I'll show you this. I grew some really healthy flat-leafed parsley just from seed, and a slug has come along and taken them off, but there are some new leaves starting to grow, so hopefully that will recover. Right, I think what we're going to do is put the parsnips in this area here. I've got a load of them growing there already, which were grown in exactly the same way, started in March. These ones were started beginning of June. So I'm just going to put them in here and just leave them, let them do their thing, and these might end up being the Christmas parsnips, you never know. Now all these onions that are ready to go out, the only place I've got available really is in this bed between all these other onions growing in here that will be coming out in the next probably month or so. So I think that's what we're going to have to do, just squeeze them in here and there and everywhere. So these are some onions, Red Baron, and these two grew quite strongly, so I'm letting them go to seed. The flowers are not far from opening now, and then I'll save the seed for next year. So as you can see, the strawberries are still multiplying. It's crazy how many you get from one plant really. But I'm just going to keep taking them, keep potting on the runners, and we'll have lots of strawberries to make a proper bed next year. And these are tomatoes. Now, this isn't my idea. This is something that I have got from Steve at Green Side Up. If you haven't seen his channel, you really should go and check it out. Very knowledgeable guy, a lot of experience. And these are tomato side shoots. So you know where you pinch out the side shoots, and most people, like I was, just throw them on the compost heap. Well, Steve in his videos will show you that you plant them in some soil and they look pretty sick for a couple of days, and then they come back. And these did look a lot healthier earlier, I think, because the sun's now on them. In fact, I'll put them in the shade there. But yeah, great idea, and that's certainly what I'll be doing going forward. So thanks for that, Steve. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed that little video. Just just a bit of potting on and planting things out, and I've got some more videos coming up, probably over the weekend. I've got a bit of a harvest to do, and I've got to sort out the compost bins as well. But it's my birthday on Saturday, so you never know what I'll get. I'll get some new toys to play with in the garden. So, thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Please subscribe, please hit the like button, all of that funky stuff. And I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.